right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Friday. I hope everybody's doing great. Let's see what wants to come through. So today we finally have Pluto moving forward for the final time. It's going to be leaving Capricorn, going to be leaving these Capricornian lessons. Woohoo! I know. It's been a long 15 years. By November 19th, we will be in Aquarius, and that is going to be a glorious thing. Pluto in Capricorn has really taught us a lot about our structures, our government, our however you're looking at it, right? It's here to bring about slow grinding change. And whatever you think, wherever you stand on the political spectrum, wherever you stand in the business spectrum, wherever you're standing, what is going to be coming next is going to be best for the collective. So these last final lessons, now personally, you could experience some final lessons of Pluto in Capricorn. Take a look at where that falls in your chart. For me, it's the third house. And the third house is about your neighborhood, is about your community, is about your siblings, things like that. So there can be some final lessons coming up here. There might be kind of a, okay, this is it feeling. All right. So let's see what, oh, look at this. New life, new moon, past life. Interesting. Here's the divine masculine coming in. That is part of this Pluto in Capricorn lesson. It is really shaking any of the patriarchal structures. Okay, release. Some of you are actively releasing a twin flame, a divine masculine. Okay, that's, oh, look at this. Full moon. Full moon in Aries next week. And that is showing up in a lot of readings. So I've got the new moon and the full moon. The new moon previous to this full moon was an eclipse. And so there can have been some kind of past life lessons kind of churned up. Also, some of you may have a better idea about where you're going, or at least getting some early inklings. And, anything that is part of your activation in this world, Mars energy, we have Mars this week starting to slow down. It's going to go in retrograde at the in December. Jupiter went retrograde this week. So there's a lot of energy or expectation I'm getting around where we're going, right? So there's this kind of like, I feel like a lot of you might be like, yep, bye Pluto. Yep, who cares? See you later. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. A lot of you might be feeling that way over the last 15 years. How many lessons have you learned about the structure of your life and what needs to be replaced, or what needs to be renovated, or what needs to be reinvented? Let's see what's in tarot. 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, 4 of Swords, and oh my, yes, Justice. Justice is coming. So some of you have been kind of, crushed under the wheel of the man kind of thing. Some of you have felt that the structures that have been in place for such a long time, now that they're beginning to shake and dissolve and crumble, and, that's kind of a scary place to be. Like all of us, we're all involved in this transformation. And those of you who are on my channel, those of you who watch the content on this channel, we are the light leaders, or the light workers, or the ones who are shining the light on the path forward. Okay. So there's not a lot of love here in this collective for holding on to the past. Not a lot of love here for that. And we've all been in contact with people who are holding on to the past. Don't get me wrong, but there's not a lot of love here for that. And so this balancing out feels like, this almost seems like, you see how she's sitting in the chair, and then there's that 4 of Swords. This is almost looking like therapy to me. that we've been in this shift and change, and it has changed us mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It has been about releasing our feelings, balancing our feelings. It has been about struggling or facing our relationship to money. Okay, that's been a big thing that we've been through in this last 15 years. And finally, I just feel like some of you who have had the most struggle or have had the feeling of kind of being dragged. Okay, if you've had that, in whatever part of your life it's been in, I just feel like that's been about closing up past life karma. Okay, it's been about releasing that and shining the light on the new beginning. Full moon in Aries coming up next week. What else are we getting here? We've got Gemini. So we've got Libra and Gemini, air sign energy. I did an air, fire, earth, water set of readings yesterday. We'll put a link to that little playlist if you want to go look at it. Gemini and Libra here. The Knight of Pentacles. Wow. Death card. Scorpio. Virgo, Scorpio energy. This is, it's almost like the two horses pulling the sleigh, pulling the Gemini energy here. Gemini is about communication. Virgo is also, Gemini and Virgo both ruled by Mercury. So there's something here that some kind of communication is transforming or transformative. It's almost like we want the truth. We want trust. We want to create structures, create new things in our lives that are we can trust. I feel like there's been a whole lot of undermining of trust this past 15 years. Like things you thought you could count on fell away. That's for sure. King of Wands. Empress, right in the middle. Taurus and Libra, ruled by Venus right there. Got Leo energy here. 5 of Cups. There's some final closure here. The Death card and the 5 of Cups. Yeah. 2 of Swords. 3 of Swords. Hierophant. All right. Hierophant. So that's tradition. That's Taurus energy. And I like that Libra and Taurus show up in the space of this Empress card ruled by Venus. We've also got the Libra card underneath, and we've got Taurus independently of each other. That's almost like going separate ways. There has been a lot of relationship breakups this year. 2024 is an 8-year, and this was, if you go back and look at a lot of the astrology forecasts of 2024, there was a lot of discussion because it's an 8-year about how many people are going to be removing themselves from traditional relationship. And that's what that is, right? The Justice card and the Hierophant. It's like, if it has to be balanced out, if something has been out of balance in your life, then there is some kind of ending and loss. For others of you, this is the balancing out of something that was out of balance. Yay. Okay. But it's not always so complete that there's no feeling of an ending, or there's no feeling of loss. Right. And there's 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords. I've been trying to not feel heartbroken about this, some kind of endings, but I just feel like what's ahead, there's a final, like, cathartic, okay, stepping into the new. And some of you are mourning the death of dreams. Some of you are mourning the loss of people leaving your life. Some of you have had more than your share of loss this past year. And I'm going to clarify this 2 of Swords and 3 of Swords. 2, 3, 4 of Swords. 9 of Cups. Page of Swords. 10 of Cups. And the 8 of Swords. Look at that. So 2 Swords and 2 Cups. 9 and 10 of Cups. I feel like you're closer to what you really want to create in life. You're this close. There's one thing left that's standing in the way. One person, one job, one bad habit, just one thing. Okay? Just one thing that's standing in the way. And I feel like some of you are, it's almost like you ever see those cartoons where there's a guy digging for gold or for whatever, and they dig and dig and dig, and it's like, they're miles of digging and they quit, just that close to getting what they want, to finding the treasure. Some of you are tired, exhausted, but you're just this close to the promised land. You're just this close. It's like you just have to push through. All right? That's the message here. You just have to push through. You don't know how close you are to getting everything you want in life. So there's a couple of final tests here. There's some loss. There's some learning, new learning. Page of Pentacles coming out. Nine of Pentacles. There's something about self-confidence. The self-confidence to keep going. The Page of Wands. This is also about the divine feminine energy. I'm just going to say, with the divine masculine here, some of you are releasing divine masculine, the dreams, the hopes, the whatever it was that you thought it was going to be like, what you thought it was going to be like. I feel like you might be releasing that fantasy in that full moon that's coming up, because this is like a clearing of past life karma. This is a clearing of past life karma. And this is about the divine feminine finally coming into alignment, coming into balance, coming into equality, and the letting go of the tradition. Even though some of you, as part of letting go of that tradition, some people go too, right? Some people go too. And look at that. Page of Cups, Page of Wands. This is the new generation all around this divine feminine energy. This is the what's coming in, brand new. And I have the Page of Swords right here too. All the pages, messages, apologies, excitement, new learning. All of the pages are in Shakespeare. Pages run onto the stage and like, sire, I bring you news from Verona, right? Like I bring you news from far away. And there's going to be all kinds of new information showing up, new opportunities. We're really in the end times here of divine masculine and that falling away. And there has been a lot of fear around the divine masculine kind of falling away. But really, it's not the masculine itself falling away. It's the traditional out of balanceness that's falling away. Good. Good. So justice is making an entry. Justice is making an entry. Hanged Man. Capricorn energy of the devil there. Knight of Wands. And the Chariot card. All that masculine energy needs to be reimagined. It's not going to be the way it used to be. It's not going to, that the masculine energy on this planet, for it to survive, it needs to be reimagined. It can't be about fear or power or domination or control or supplicants or bowing down or any of that stuff. It can't be about any of that. Right? Because that is the thing that is moving on. There's a more egalitarian, but much more about the age of Aquarius. Okay, much more. And Aquarius is also the healing card. Virgo is healing as well. 5 of Pentacles. 6 of Swords. We're moving on. We're moving on from people being crushed financially, emotionally, spiritually, environmentally. We're moving on from that. Yep. New day. All right. I'm going to keep going with this reading. I'm going to look at what you don't see coming. I'll talk more about the astrology that's ahead. I'll even give you a little preview of November. Let's do that. All right. Link is below if you want to continue on with me. I'll see you over there. All right. I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.